Could we not just change direction now and talk about the Prophet Muhammad? We've talked a lot about Jesus, and let's now talk about him, which I think is only fair.
Yes.
You see Jesus as a prophet, sent by God.
One of the mightiest messengers.
Explain to us how you see Muhammad himself.
Yes. We believe that Muhammad is the fulfillment of the prophecies of Jesus. That Jesus Christ himself had foretold the coming of Muhammad.
What was that?
We read this in the Gospel of St. John, chapter 16, verse 7.
Could you quote a verse?
Yes, I will. Where Jesus says, I have yet many things to say unto you, but ye cannot bear them now. In other words, you haven't got the capacity. He's telling this to his disciples. Howbeit, when he, the Spirit of truth, is come, he will guide you into all truth. For he shall not speak from himself, but what things shall he hear, that shall he speak, and he shall declare unto you the things that are to come. He shall glorify me. Now, we Muslims, we say that Spirit of truth is Muhammad. And if we reread this verse with a little emphasis on the pronouns, you will see very, very clearly that Jesus is not speaking about a ghost, some intangible substance. He says, I have yet many things to say unto you, but ye cannot bear them now. Howbeit, when he, the Spirit of truth, is come, he will guide you into all truth. For he shall not speak from himself, but what things so shall he hear, that shall he speak, and he shall declare unto you the things that are to come. He shall glorify me. 8 masculine pronouns in one verse.
Referring to
a man.
John, would you like to respond?
Whereas there is not another verse in the whole Bible, I have been through it, where 8 masculine pronouns or 8 feminine pronouns or 8 neuter genders are used for anybody else. It's a unique verse for a unique occasion. Muhammad.
John, your response?
May I comment in response to that? Jesus makes it quite plain in the Gospel of St. John, in the 4 quotes which relate to the coming of the Comforter. Firstly, that the Comforter would be the Holy Spirit. He says to his disciples, he says, when the Comforter comes, the Holy Spirit whom I will send to you from the Father. And much of what Jesus says about the Comforter, in my view, rules out any possibility that it could be the Prophet of Islam. Jesus promised his disciples that it was going to be to their immediate advantage that he should go away. Because he said, if I go away, it will be better for you, because the implication is the Holy Spirit will come to you. Up till that point, Jesus said, the Comforter has been with you. He says, the Holy Spirit is with you, but now he will be in you. And that, in his teaching, is clearly an implication that whereas they were weak men, and they showed it at that very night when they deserted him when he was arrested. He said, now you will become men of power, as he is a man of power. You will receive the Holy Spirit. The Spirit is with you. He said, the Comforter is with you, and he will be in you. He didn't promise this Comforter to Arabs of Mecca or Medina or Arabia and some 600-700 years afterwards. He promised it to his immediate disciples, and we read that the moment Jesus ascended to heaven, he said, I will not leave you desolate. I will come to you. And again in the book of Acts, wait in the city of Jerusalem, for after many days you will receive the Holy Spirit. And the book of Acts says quite plainly that the Spirit of God came down on the disciples, and from that day they began to teach and preach. So I don't think that verse can lend the interpretation you're putting on it.